Okay, how old are you, New?
37. I made 37 in June, Cancer.
You're a Cancer. Do you have any children?
Nope, no children, no.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm in the credit and real estate space. So I face credit, teach people how to get into real estate, and I got a couple properties myself. Deal breakers, I think nasty attitude. I cannot deal with a woman with a bad attitude. And I don't know if women realize it, but they got a lot of women, Kendra, that's just mean and just rude, dude. Like in your daily interactions, it's crazy. Like me and one of my boys was talking about it. I don't understand. Like women be pouting and just frowning. Like so, any woman with a nasty attitude, a bad attitude, no, I can't do it. That it just kills me. It kills me. There are a lot of men like me out there, right? Men, consciously or subconsciously, every single day are looking for wives, consciously and subconsciously. It's just, do you qualify? The cafeteria wants to date the brain surgeon. It doesn't work like that. That's hypergamy. Hyper nothing works, right? The cafeteria worker wants to date the brain surgeon. That doesn't work. That's different financial class and different social class. You must present well. If you want a guy, not necessarily me, you may not want me, but if you want a guy like me, you must present well and you must be in shape. That's physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You must be in shape across the board. I got partners who are very successful, no kids, no wife, or none of that stuff. Men are consciously and subconsciously scanning the room every single day looking for a wife. They're out there. It's just that the woman has to be prepared to be with that type of guy. Because there are, I promise you, like as men, we talk. There are tons of men like me. Believe what I'm telling you.
What are some of the, I know we've been talking to you, but just share, what are some of the top qualities that these men are looking for wives, such as yourself, are looking for in a wife?
The main two things, I promise you. For one, your look, the way you present, right? For example, I'm coming on your show. Now granted, I look like this, right? You have to present well, right? How you present, because here's the thing. That's just like me. If I date you, my inner circle are black women. I'm going to have to take you around them, right? So if you look bad, let's just say you look ratchet, they're going to tell me, hey, New, what you doing? What's going on? What's this dynamic? You have to understand the way you present. When I see a woman, no offense, come on your show right now. Your show is international because when I came on your show, I had women hit me up from all over the world, every race. And I don't know if it doesn't necessarily reflect. You have white women that watch your show looking for black men. You have Asian women who watch your show looking for black men. You have Indian women. I got hit up from every race, almost every country, all over the world for sure. But it's the way you present yourself. You must present well. They got women that come on your show, say that they're looking for a man, but they got a head wrap on. You can't do that. Pretend you're going on a job interview. That's the way because the way you present yourself, you're saying that's what I feel like you deserve. So if you come on this show is international with a head wrap on, you feel like that's what men deserve. It doesn't work like that.
Man.
That's hypergamy. Hyper nothing works. You must present well and you must be in shape. That's physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You must be in shape.
And boy, okay, so this is what I was talking about before. I touched on this a little bit in one of my other videos. Just the presentation of what guys are looking for, especially quality guys. They want to see, okay, you present yourself well and the standards are upheld. You really are fit to be a wife of a quality guy. Not every woman is going to inspire a man to go to the next level or even to stay at his current level. Some people just suck you all the way dry, and not in a good way. Trust you me. But yeah, be in shape. And then, like I said, present yourself well. We talk about the physical appearance, but it's the time and place balance where behind closed doors is behind closed doors. What's in public is in public. People like to mob, not like they the best examples of life, but they did try to practice keeping things under the radar and representing your family well and having a marriage and at least appearing to caring about your public persona. you have to have an understanding with your wife to say, hey, you know, we got to keep it together for the family, and so on and so forth. That family, that extended family, might be your business or whatever else that you got ties with. Time and place is very important. You know, arguing, right? You know, a lot of women like to argue in public. You know, some things are warranted. I understand some things are warranted for you to react right there, but some things you can wait until you get home. You can wait until you're in a private situation when you start to have a discussion, and or, you know, you're working through conflict at that time, but it's in behind closed doors, away from the public. You know what I mean? Because the public don't forget. They're going to remember the turmoil and ask you about it. That's never going to go away. And so it's harder to clean up those things, especially as you want to move forward. They never forgot. They still gossiping about certain different things that was said. And, you know, a lot of times when you're arguing, you say and do things that you don't necessarily mean, or maybe it's real and it's to the core, but you didn't necessarily want to say it. So again, time and place is part of presentation, because it's an ongoing thing, and you have to uphold a certain standard when you're dealing with a quality guy. Nobody's perfect, but as long as the intent is there. But one of the things that you do notice is people are asking way more than what they offer. And that's with a hypergamy. He said hypergamy. And yeah, we're going to get to this next clip, and it's going to be a perfect example of what he's talking about.
I expect a man to pay for the date. Yes, the whole entire date. That includes my Uber to the date and my Uber back to my house. If you are a man that I'm interested in, I want to see that you can provide for me. I want to see that you can afford an Uber ride. I want to see that you can afford a nice dinner date. Like, can you afford basic things? Because if you can't afford dinner and an Uber, my transportation, you certainly can't afford kids. You certainly can't afford a house. You certainly can't afford my bills. And I got bills to pay. Okay?
Pardon me. Hey, you see this facial expression right here? I'm wondering the same thing, ma. I don't know if you believe what you were just saying. Now, this is exactly hypergamy. This is why fellas gotta have the utmost of standards when they coming out here. See how she ran off that checklist? Oh yeah, she ran that off. It flowed like water. Now, turn that around and ask her, what does she bring to the relationship? And it's gonna take her a while. Again, man, that's just not gonna cut it. I'm not one to really just be bagging on somebody's looks. That's just not my style. I will say this, you gotta know your marketplace level. Yeah, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, but this is what guys are dealing with. Not only do you not have the leverage, you're looking for somebody better than you are. It's just take me as I am. I'm blessing your presence, and you know, happy ever after. Deal with it. That's it. And I just see a lot of guys that have taken that deal. I don't think they're too happy about it. I'm seeing a lot of women complain about men not paying for their Uber and for the entire date. Men don't owe you anything. If they want to do that, that's a great thing, and you should appreciate that. But yeah, man, you know, like I said, guys out here really looking for something better. And if you ain't really gotten it, they move to the next. But let me know what y'all think. We're going to go ahead and get up on out of here. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. Until next time, easy. We gone.